couple of young new faces have been unveiled at Old Trafford. A little bit of business done in the transfer window for Ruben Amorim. And from Arsenal there, you can recognise a player that Righty knows well. Mr. Heaven, the 18-year-old,
yeah.
And Patrick Dorgu, the Denmark international they've signed from Lecce. He's 20, Heaven is 18, and two for the now and the future, you would say.
Absolutely, yeah. Dorgu probably a little bit for the now, Heaven certainly for the future. They've needed a left-sided player for some time now. Obviously, Luke Shaw, you can't really rely on him to stay fit. So Dorgu comes in, natural wing-back. That's the position that they need and they like, that wing-back role as opposed to a left-back with the formation that they play. So, yeah, good bit of business, you would think. Ruben Amorim's going to take a couple of windows for the ideas to get across to his current players, but also for him to shape one or two players of his own. And, of course, that's the first step there. So, yeah, remains to be seen how they're going to do, but they're going to have plenty of time. They will have signed longer contracts, and they're young, as you say, Steve, so probably more for the future than the immediate.
And in terms of trying things out, there's no recognised centre-forward in the United team today for the first time since Amorim took over.
Yeah, it's probably quite damning on Xerxes in Holland that he's going to play a player from a different position, maybe as a false nine, but it's just the way it is. I think that what he's doing and trying to sort out the best way he can get productivity and creativity, and, you know, at the moment, you know, when you're looking at Højlund, I'm watching him against Fulham, it wasn't a great game. Xerxes, I still feel like he's just trying to find his feet here, trying to get himself going in the Premier League, and Man United are at a stage where they need it to start to click. They need it to happen now. And so, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how that one pans out up front for United.
And Mainu in the Europa League in the week, we saw him score and assist in that advance role that we heard Ruben Amorim talking about there. I mean, this is the big question. Where is his best position? Talented player, can probably play in a few positions in the central area. I mean, I think he's very, very good on the ball, and he's got, you know, a lovely strength about him, got good vision as well. The one question I have is how he gets about the pitch, whether he can last the 90 minutes. His sort of fitness and that capacity is the big question I have. But in terms of quality of play, then yes, I do expect him actually to play a little bit further forward today. I would expect Bruno Fernandes to play as the false nine and him to play quite close to him, if I'm honest, and maybe a more of a 10 role. But remains to be seen. Lovely problem to have when you've got somebody that can play in a couple of different variations in midfield. But it's quite damning, isn't it? I mean, we were having a discussion before about Arsenal, the lack of a centre forward, and you can't really waste that money. However, they've gone and spent quite a lot of money, and it's not gone good so far. That's our main